Top 10 tips for computer security. What is computer security, and why is it important? What is computer security? The term computer security is used to describe activities aimed at protecting computers and data from unauthorized access, use, or other malicious acts. Computer security includes preventive measures taken on individual computers and network-based or cloud-based systems. Computer security is a broad topic that encompasses various subjects, from digital rights management to cyber warfare. A computer's hardware, software, and data are the target for attackers looking to steal sensitive information or otherwise disrupt operations. Computer security aims to ensure that the digital resources remain secure and available for individuals to use while also ensuring the privacy of individuals. What does computer security cover? Computer security is more than just an antivirus on a laptop or a desktop. Computer security covers the physical safety of a computer, operating system configuration, third-party software vetting and management, the organization's information security policy, users' practices and habits, and regular maintenance checks. The Vulnerability Management Service covers all aspects of computer security to ensure the safety of your data. Why is computer security so important? In the digital era, we are surrounded by constantly evolving technology. In this fast-paced environment, you might feel overwhelmed with the need to keep up with the latest news and updates on computer security. The good news is that computer security does not have to be complicated. If you adopt our 10 tips as the baseline computer security, you will protect your computer from 99% of cyber attacks. We left 1% for zero-day and social engineering attacks, which are, unfortunately, proven to be very successful. We trust the technology and the technology vendors to keep our digital kingdom secured. Most of the vendors have the best-in-class security and guard your data round the clock, but none of that matters if we do not follow the best practices for computer security. Some people believe computer security is not a concern because they don't have anything important on their computer, so there's no need to worry about what someone might do with it. This, however, is not always true. There are many reasons why you might want to ensure that your computer is secured while used at home or work. To give you an example of what can be leaked from a laptop that doesn't have the best practices for computer security implemented. Your physical location extracted from saved Wi-Fi networks. Saved login credentials, username and password. Visited websites. Documents, files, images, video, and any other downloaded files you worked on and deleted from the computer, and the recycle bin. Yes, the deleted data is recoverable. Unauthorized access to your webcam. Use of the computer as a zombie in the botnet. Hide in the processes and wait for you to log into online banking or corporate services, and send the login details back to the command and control center, which is hackers' monitoring and control server. Use the laptop as a starting point to move to your other devices on the same network, IoT devices, camera, TV, other computers, and so on. It might seem like a plot of a movie. Unfortunately, this is the reality of modern days, and it is here to stay. Follow our 10 tips for computer security in the next chapter to protect your computers and data from a cyber attack. Top 10 tips, the best practices for securing your computer and data. We have compiled the 10 tips for securing your computer and data. They are not in any specific order, so that you can follow them from any point you find more sensible in your situation. 1. Enable Firewall. A firewall is a security program pre-installed with Windows, Apple, and Linux computers. It protects computers from unauthorized access from the internet or a network. The firewall monitors all incoming and outgoing network traffic. It blocks unsolicited inbound communication, such as the distribution of malware over the internet, by acting as a barrier between your computer and the outside world. We strongly recommend having a firewall enabled to protect your computer from unauthorized external connections. Windows has a built-in firewall automatically turned on when you install the operating system. To check and enable firewall on Windows, select Start, then open Settings. Under Privacy and Security, select Windows Security, Firewall, and Network Protection. Open Windows Security Settings. On a Mac, choose Apple menu, System Preferences, click Security and Privacy, then click Firewall. 2. Enable updates and patches. System updates and security patches is the first line of defense. Sometimes it may feel inconvenient to reboot the computer when a Windows update message pops up. Still, it is a small price to pay, compared to when dealing with a breach of your data, or when your computer is encrypted with ransomware. Windows Update is a built-in feature that automatically installs critical and important updates to your computer. It also helps you keep your devices up to date with the latest security patches, bug fixes, and new features. You can manually check for updates by going to Settings, Update, and Security, Windows Update on your PC. However, we recommend that you set Windows to automatically install updates or check with your IT personnel when the updates are installed. This way, you always have the latest and most secure version of Windows. 3. Use malware or virus protection. Malware virus protection is security software for computers and mobile devices, protecting them from malware, viruses, and other malicious programs. Malware virus protection software typically includes the ability to detect malicious programs or processes that may have been missed by other types of protection, such as anti-spam or web filtering solutions. There are two main types of malware or virus protection software: on-demand scanners, which scan your computer when you want them to, and real-time scanners, which scan your computer as it is running. If you don't have any malware or virus protection installed on your computer, you should consider getting one immediately. Cyber Elements Endpoint Protection Service describes the benefits of having your devices protected. 4. Use strong passwords and enable MFA or 2FA. You may probably think that there are too many passwords to remember already, so why would I add another one? We hear you and understand your concern, and Microsoft does too. Microsoft is moving Windows towards passwordless logins. Some devices support Windows Hello for Business, biometric, and PIN logins tied to the device. You can start using passwordless technology, adding Microsoft Authenticator to your Microsoft services. Until you decide to go passwordless on your computer, we recommend using passphrases as your passwords. The passphrases must be easy to remember, but difficult for others to guess. You make it impossible to crack your passphrase if you add a number and a symbol to it. What exactly is a passphrase? A passphrase is a combination of 4 or 5 random words that you can easily recall when you need to use it. The minimum length of the passphrase should be 14 or 16 characters. It is not as long as it seems. Here is an example of 4 unrelated words that comprise the successful passphrase: Apple cat ice cream rain, or alphabet click unsent parrot. We illustrated both passphrases in our weekly tip post on Facebook and Instagram. It would take infinite time to crack a 16-character long password at present. This, however, could change with the rise of quantum computing, but this is a story for another time. To help you manage all your passwords and passphrases, you can use passwords managers. And remember not to reuse the same password for different services. 5. Enable device encryption and encrypt external disks. Data theft is a major concern in the computer age. It could be devastating to you and your business if your data falls into the wrong hands. Disk encryption is a technology that scrambles data on a hard drive, so it cannot be read without a password or key. Disk encryption can be used for personal and business purposes. It is commonly used to protect sensitive company data from unauthorized individuals. There are 2 types of disk encryption: full disk encryption, FDE, and file-based encryption, FBE. FDE encrypts all files stored on the hard drive, while FBE only encrypts specific files or folders. Speak to a cyber elements professional to get the right solution for your business. Often decommissioned devices are donated, sold, or the disks are reused in other computer systems. It would pose a confidentiality risk if the disk were not encrypted or zero-wiped before reusing it. The quick format operation does not delete the old data from the disk, and the data is recoverable using free and commercial tools available on the internet. When your laptop, computer, or external USB disks are encrypted, they are not readable without a decryption key, which could be linked to your password or a passphrase. If your computer is stolen or the disks are reused, sold or donated, your data is unreadable even if it has been extracted from the disks. 6. Avoid using public Wi-Fi and use a hotspot on your mobile instead. Public Wi-Fi is an easy way to connect to the internet while on the go. However, it also has security risks that you need to be aware of. Public Wi-Fi is a common target for cybercriminals. When you connect to public Wi-Fi, your data is at risk of being intercepted by hackers. These types of attacks are often called man-in-the-middle attacks, because the hacker can intercept and manipulate the traffic between you and the website or service you're accessing. It's not just your personal information that's at risk when using public Wi-Fi. Hackers can also use the network connection to infect your device with malware or ransomware that locks up all of your files and demands money to unlock them. Public Wi-Fi networks are often unsecured and can leave your device vulnerable to hackers. It is best to avoid using public Wi-Fi and instead use a hotspot on your mobile device. 7. Use a trusted and commercial VPN. A VPN, or virtual private network, is a system that establishes an encrypted connection over the internet between two computers. It provides security and privacy to data transmitted over the internet. You can use VPN on any device that has an internet connection, including smartphones, tablets, and computers. A VPN encrypts all data sent from your device to the destination server, preventing unauthorized access to your personal information and data as it travels across the internet. VPN protects your identity from advertisers by hiding your IP address and securing your connections when you connect to public Wi-Fi hotspots like those at coffee shops or airports. We recommend avoiding free VPN providers and using well-known commercial vendors. 8. Backup your data. It's essential to back up your data. If you lose your computer or the disk fails, all of your work is gone without a backup. Backing up your data is also essential because it can help protect against malicious software and hackers that might want to damage your information. The first step in backing up data is creating an external hard drive to store files. You can then back up the files from your computer onto the external hard drive using a program like Time Machine for Apple devices, or File History for Windows systems. Keep your backups encrypted. To securely back up your data to the cloud, you can use backup and disaster recovery solutions to protect your systems. 9. Suspicious email attachments and links. Do not open suspicious attachments or click on unusual links in email, chat, or SMS messages. This is a common form of spam, which sends unsolicited messages to people via email or social media. Sometimes spam can be disguised as a message from someone you know, so it's essential to take a second look before opening any attachments or clicking on any links in the message. Some attachments or links may contain spyware, Trojan horses, viruses, worms, adware, or other malicious programs that can harm your computer. Remember, however, that not all emails that end up in your junk folder are spam, so don't get overly paranoid about the emails you're receiving. If you received a message with a request for urgent action, requesting login credentials, or payment information, pause and take a moment to check if the email came from a correct email address, or if it has an unfamiliar greeting or lousy grammar and spelling mistakes. After that, call the sender and confirm if the request is legitimate. If it is a legitimate request and you call to verify it, the sender would appreciate your cybersecurity due diligence, nothing less. 10. Practice safe browsing and use web filters. It is crucial to be safe when browsing the internet. There are many ways to do this, but the most important is avoiding visiting sites that offer potentially illicit content. Many of these sites install malware on the fly or offer downloads, leading to a compromised device. Many adware companies lurk out in the open and unnoticeably install malware onto your device without any warning or prompts. If you are not careful, a program can quickly gain access to all of your online information and then uses it for whatever purposes they want. How does adware get on your device? The simplest way is through downloading freeware software from online sources and open network shares. This software can be an adware or other potentially unwanted programs, PUPs. Avoid streaming or downloading movies, music, books, or applications that do not come from trusted sources. These sources could be anything from torrents to websites that offer free downloads. Be aware that the term free does not always mean it is safe to download something. Use caution when downloading a program or utilizing a service that could potentially put your computer at risk. Enable web filter. Web filters block malicious websites and prevent malicious code from running on your computer. You can't be too careful with your computer security. It would help lift your computer security if you took all the necessary precautions to protect your computer and online activities. There are many ways cybercriminals can get access to your computer, mobile device, data on your devices or in the cloud, and they are very persistent in what they do. It is your responsibility to know where your data is stored, how it is protected, and what you would do if your data became unavailable, encrypted with ransomware, or leaked on the darknet. If you would like Cyber Elements to help you with the implementation of the above recommendations, feel free to reach out to us on 1300-902-418 or send us an email to info@cyberelements.com.au. Stay safe online.